Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick update on my video from this week's training. On Monday I had on the training plan there was a sprinting session and there's 50 different sprints in an hour. It's a pretty hard session. There was 20 sprints at about 500 watts, 10 seconds on, I think it's 20 seconds off, and then there was a bit of a break in the middle for like 5 minutes, pedaling something easy, and then there was 10 interval sprints. This time was 20 seconds on, 40 seconds off, and a bit lower power, I think it's 400 something, and then a bit of a rest for 5 minutes, and then there was another 20 seconds again, no 20 sprint intervals, 10 seconds on, 20 seconds off, at the same power as the first lot, 500 and something. It's pretty hard. I could only just manage to get the power on, pedaling, I'm not sure what the average pedal was, because on the warm up and the rest periods is easy. The sprinting went up about 100 RPM. That was quite hard, and then I think on Tuesday I had a bike race, so that was hard as well. So on the Wednesday and Thursday I started to struggle. I think with the low carbs I had not much energy, but my muscles are hurting from the Monday, from the sprinting. So the ride I did on Thursday night, late at night, I struggled. There was an interval, there was I think 30 minutes at about 240 watts, which is usually quite easy. I can usually sit at that power for 30 minutes easy, but I struggled just to keep at that pace. I tried changing different gears, putting the big ring or small ring, so high RPM or low RPM, but I was quite struggling anyway. Then I managed to do a few minutes at the next interval. It was supposed to be 20 minutes at a higher power, but I was struggling, I just couldn't do it. So I carried on the session, rounded up to about 45 minutes, including the warm-up and whatever else I finished at, and then I just stopped that training session, saved that one, and then I just did an extra 15 minutes of just easy free ride round Zwift. Just did an hour. Last night, Friday night, I did a session about 10:30 at night. It was an hour and a half, but what that was, it was a training plan was 65 minutes I think it was. A few sprints in it. I thought I couldn't do it, but I managed to do it okay. There's a warm up, and then I think it was 20 sprints I think, for 30 seconds each, and then a bit of a cool down. That was roughly an hour and 5 minutes, and then I just did 25 minutes free ride by myself. It worked out, an hour and a half was exactly 1,000 calories, so I just looked at the calorie count and just got to 1,000 calories and pressed stop. I think probably with the low carbs I was probably struggling towards the end of the week, because I'm following a crit power builder, so for the next couple of weeks it's going to get hard and fast, especially for hour quit races or anything with a lot of power for an hour. So that's why it's hard, a lot of sprinting. But I am following the rest periods, so it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and do it like in other days. Weight has come down this week, so low carb is good for weight, and I'm managing to finish the sessions, so it's not too bad. It's just towards the end of the week is a bit of a struggle, so I'll have a bit of a carb load next couple of days, refuel, and then next week I think it's the same sprint session again on Monday. That should be a bit better, because I've done it once, so I know I can do it. It's the same interval, same power on Monday, so I should, as long as my legs feel okay, should be able to manage that okay. But then if I lose more weight I'll be lighter, so it'll be easier. I did a race the other day on Zwift, and it was a B category race, because the power so I did a race on Zwift. I think it was on Wednesday, on my day off from the training plan. I entered the B category. I've only entered the B category once or twice before. I don't normally enter the C category, but the power watts per kilogram was, I think, 3 to 4, so I couldn't really do a category C. It had been too low, so I thought. So I was up against a lot of B riders. The race said flat. I think it was called the can't remember what it's called now. Innsbruck flat. So it didn't sound like it was going to be too hard. I think 3 laps, but there was a little hill, not very long, about maybe a mile incline up to, can't remember, 7 to 10% at some points. Wasn't that bad of a hill, but when you're doing 25 miles an hour at 300 and something watts in a race against B category, it was quite fast, quite hard. But I noticed that the people who were a bit lighter than me, they must have been lighter, we were doing the same sort of power to watt up the hill, so I don't know, 3.5, 4 kilogram watts per kilogram up, but they were just pulling away. And then when you get to the top of the hill, it turned a corner, it went downhill, and because they had a head start, they were slowly pulling away. So the first group I was with, I got to the hill, they smashed and went off, and I got lost off the back. I wasted a lot of energy trying to keep up, like trying to catch up to this group. Then there's the next group. I was trying to stay with them, but I was now tired because I'd been at the front further forward than them for the last few minutes, so they dropped me as well. Then I was at the back then, I was by myself for a long time. I was in the mind of thinking giving up, or do I drop back really far and go with another slower group, but eventually I caught up with that second group. I managed to stay with them, but you notice that going uphill I had to work really hard to keep up with them, and their characters are smaller than mine. But then on the downhill I was pulling away because I must have been heavier, and then on the flats it was easy, I was just cruising. So I don't know what they were like. Were they sweating? Were they trying hard? I don't know who they were, but on uphills I've noticed that weight definitely makes a difference. So I need to lose a bit more weight to go uphill, so then you save energy on the flats and on the rest. It came to the very end of the race and I was thinking I'm doing okay. I changed the view from the camera angle, so instead of being in setting number 1, where you can see from the rider point of view first and forward, I changed it to setting number 8, which is like you're in a helicopter camera looking from above. The plan was, if I can see other riders from behind me, as soon as they start chasing and trying to chase me down, I could put a sprint in and just try and stay ahead of them. But out of the 5 or 6 riders in our little group, I was at the front, so I must have been using all my energy, and they were staying behind me. 1 mile to go I speeded up, half a mile to go I speeded up, and I was in the lead. 3.3 a mile, 0.2 a mile I was at the front, and the last 0.1 mile, this one bloke just slowly pulled ahead and I had no energy left. So the last 100 metres I just gave up. I just stopped pedalling and crawled across the line. So I think I need to, every time I'm doing these sprints I'm going a bit too early. I need to save my energy, hold back, and just have the confidence to know that I've got the power there. Just save my energy, stay at the back, and then last minute paddle it mad and pull forward. Just make sure you're on the wheel, so you haven't got to close the gap and then overtake. You just have to pop out and go past. But I think with that view 8, even though I could see where I was, you can't see where the hill was. So maybe there's an uphill, maybe it's a corner, so you don't know when to put the power on. So really you could do with the view from behind the bike, but sees the group and you can see what's coming ahead. But there isn't one like that. So see the camera angle number 1, camera angle number 8, either one of them 2 cameras, but hold back, hold back, hold back, then go. Just save energy. But so far I haven't found a group yet which is perfect for me. Group B is a bit too fast, Group C a bit too slow. If I go in the Group C groups, I find I'm always at the front of my mini group, so then I'm using all my energy, they're saving their energy, then the last 100 metres they've overtaken. But for race tactics, I could go behind them, save my energy and do the same, so I win in the leaderboard. But it's a workout, so I'm really doing it because I want to be faster. So I want the hard session. So instead of just doing a half an hour at 200 watts, I don't mind being at the front. I'm doing 240 because I will be a stronger rider at the end of it. So that's basically my week. Started off hard and fast at the beginning. Last couple of days I'll be a bit tired, maybe because of the carbs, maybe because of muscles are hurting. But I'll rest, relax and eat a bit more food this weekend, and then starts again on Monday. Okay, that was a bit of a sound test as well. I'm doing this video using the Rode Video Micro camera, and I got the wind furry mouse on the top. It is windy here at the beach, so I thought, well, if there's no wind at the beach, if it works here, then the microphone will be good everywhere. Okay, so I'll see you soon, and I'll keep you posted.